first, I was kind of scared, knowing I was going to be the love triangle between. Well, we're not too sure about that yet, but to be the complication between the storyline of Sahaya and also Miguel's character. And knowing that I was going to be the problem, I was a little scared because I know how like loyal the Biguel fans are. They're like crazy loyal. So I'm thinking na parang not really scares, but I mean like I wonder what my character. It does make me nervous, but it makes me wonder kung ano yung naging take ng character ko sa mga tao. Is it gonna be like a nuisance or are they gonna like the character? But either way, I have a choice depending on how the audience takes it. This could be my first parang leading role na as a love triangle or my first leading role na medyo contra. I don't know. Is that how they say it? Like, if it's A, is it still a guy? It's not just a girl. If you say contrabida, like it's not like Spanish where you have to say contrabido.
No.
Can you tell us more about the character?
Well, Jordan is a more self-invested character. Na he hasn't gotten his hands dirty. He lived in a very comfortable lifestyle. Spoon-fed. Everything given to him on a silver platter. And when he comes off mean and insensitive, it's really just because he doesn't know any better. That's why hopefully yung encounter between Sahaya and Jordan, when they start, becoming friends and stabilizing their relationship as people, it could have an effect on Jordan to see whether or not he's going to be able to accept who she is, what her background is, and be able to learn and become humble, or is he going to kind of feel embarrassed to have a friend like that? So it's quite interesting of how the storyline is going to be playing out. But other than that, it's really your typical before the song is Backstreet Boy and an Uptown Girl. This time it's an Uptown guy and a Backstreet Girl. Parang ganun.
Way of putting it.
Vice versa na, di ba?
Kasi before you were announced as part of Sahaya, you were supposed to be part of another project.
Yes, you're now gonna be doing correct.
Paano you think that this is a better choice to be
Well, honestly, when it comes to decisions like that, wala akong talagang alam sa lahat. As in, like, I don't have a good judgment on that. But I am a person who goes with the thing that is offered to me first. So I was I'm not gonna lie, I questioned it. I was thinking, okay, bakit ako sumali sa Sahaya kapag may project na ako sa Inago Between? But that's when the management of GMA comes in because they know what's best for their artist. For me, at first I wasn't quite sold, but I do trust in my management. And if I don't trust in my management, then who can I trust? Diba? So I let go of the driver wheel and I said, sige guys, I'm gonna give you my 100% trust, and I trust that you're gonna make the best decision for me. They put me in Sahaya, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm liking my chances here. So I'm quite sad because I was excited to be working with my co-Studio 7 actress, si Kylene Alcantara. Really excited. We were already, actually, that's quite funny. Me and Kylene, we have this kind of like love-hate relationship as friends. Like, we're mean to each other, but then we're like, we're still friends. But that's how we're friends. We're mean to each other. So I remember we did this look test, and then we had to look sweet in each other's eyes, and we couldn't do it. We kept on laughing, but we don't see each other in that way. Parang ganun. So we also opened up to doing more workshops, and especially since I already did the pictorial. But changes do happen like this in the industry, and I think that everything happens for a reason. And ngayon, yung leading man nila, si Manolo Pedrosa. So good luck to him. I'm sure he's going to be able to fill in that role perfectly. Ayun. That was a little nice side story.
There was no parang panghihinayang siguro. Kasi syempre parang that was a musical show dapat, di ba? That was a musical show, di ba? If ever sana makakanta ka.
Well, I'm not too sure on that part. Kasi to be honest, as we were speaking about Inago Between, it was even named a different show before it was called Inago Between. So a lot of the storyline had changed. But what I knew was that I was gonna be the middleman. Tapos there's two girls who's gonna fight over me. And of course, when you hear your choices, It's either you're gonna be the guy who two girls fights over you, or be in a teleserye where you're the two guys fighting over a girl. Siyempre, I'd rather be the guy who gets fought over, di ba? Kasi it's easier like that. Kasi reaction lang eh. They bring the scene and then ako mag-react lang, di ba? But I feel like, you know, GMA, they know when I'm cheating, when I want to pick something easier. So GMA has been able to read my my subtle, you know, subliminal messages, and they whenever they see me doing something, taking the easy way, they go, "No, Migo, come here, face your peers." Eto ka ngayon.
Hence, Sahaya.
Hence Sahaya, especially since, grabe, yung mga vocal workshops, a guy who's a protege of Eric Morris came down to the Philippines to train a handful of GMA artists. And honestly, I didn't want to go because it's challenging and I don't like to be challenged. But GMA made sure that I attended those, and I'm not gonna lie, I learned a lot. And I feel like lahat ng mga naturo sa akin sa workshop na yun, I'll be able to use it in Sahaya. Also, the previous stuff that I learned in Igalamang Udos, having director Clarice Gillian as my director, because she's very scary. But you learn a lot.
So far, what do you know about the story of Sahaya? Because you said earlier you weren't sure how it's gonna
Which one?
direct. Sahaya.
Oh yeah, well, kasi I didn't want to learn too much about the storyline ng Sahaya, just so that it allows me to have more of that surprise effect. Kasi what I've caught myself doing in other teleseries is I get so into the storyline na when there's a big event that's supposed to happen and dapat yung expression ko panggulat, parang the surprise effect isn't there anymore kasi I already know what's gonna happen next. So I just like I make sure that I just know what's in that week, and I try not, and I just read the part of my script, of course. But I'm trying a different technique this time para iba naman. Kasi it would be sayang din sa part ko if I was always the same acting technique each teleserye. Like there's not gonna be any new factor.
Part of what you've learned from Bova.
Not exactly that, but Bova did teach us to explore. Told us to venture into deep waters and not be staying in our boat all the time. So and not to be afraid to fail. And that's what I'm very afraid of, failing. Like when I find out that, you know, my best isn't enough, that kills my ego. Kills it. That's why I play it safe. You set your expectation low, and your rewards are always higher. Pero ngayon with the Bova, it's told me to set my expectations high so that I can bring up the rewards higher. So parang ganun. Very teachful 2019 for me.
Bilang sa kailan.